And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and I wanna play some of the Master Leagues with, some of the machines I haven't beaten it with, so just wanna check that. In particular, I have one in mind, because my idea was playing with whatever is closer to the Wild Goose from the original F-Zero. And if I'm not mistaken, that probably is this one, the Fighting Comet. I mean, it's the only one that has 3 thrusters on the, or whatever they are called, on the bottom, and then, well, the bottom, the behind, right, of the machine. And well, that's pretty much it. That's all the similarity, but considering that the turn performance is so bad, it might be an issue. But we will try. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. But yeah, this might not be possible, because I do remember using this thing and it was not very nice to handle at all. But we will see. I get the good start? Yeah, I did, okay. But yeah, unfortunately this machine... Wait, what the hell? Why did that slide? Oh, it's because I'm being hit from behind. I thought that I triggered the slide, but no, it's just that someone from behind is hitting me non-stop. Then that's fucked up, dude. Come on. What did I even do to you? You can't do that. Unbelievable. Well, the good thing is that I do know how to do this very particular track, but well, it's the first track, so it's not like there's much to overthink, but the issue with this machine is gonna be the corners. Like, it's just terrible at the cornering. I mean, anything in this game that has a turn performance of less than C is bad. I mean, you can tell that this is the first track and it already struggles in a very basic corner. But that's something that I knew was gonna happen, so I'm not surprised. I just wanna see how doable it is to do the rest of the game with this machine. Because I'm assuming this track will be very doable. But yeah, the rest of the game has some very messed up tracks that might not be that easy. I don't even remember if this game had a side bump. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't have a side bump, so that's not a technique you can use to turn better here. If you want to turn better here, you need to, well, pray. The first track was a victory, at least, but I don't know if that's gonna happen on the other ones. This game has some very hard tracks, so maybe not that much at the beginning. Well, I do remember though that at the beginning there were a lot of things that will make me mess up. Hey, Punker, how is it going? The person named Zero? But the Mega Man guy? That guy is named Zero. Oh, that guy is cool. And unless we're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in which case he's not cool in that game. He's the opposite of cool. Okay, what am I fighting for? Well, he's fighting to keep being top tier in every fighting game he's in. How is it going, Wasabi? Well, ironically, the game where that quote is from, probably one of the only games where he's an extremely top tier. He's just as good as Mega Man, more or less. Like, Mega Man X4 is a very balanced game, all things considered. Just very well done all around. But this is indeed a problem. I'm being left behind very easily. Quite easily, I will even say. Not even sure where to use the boost in this situation. There is also something else that this machine is bad at, which is energy. I think that the energy is relatively low compared to the fact that you're gonna be kissing the walls very often. But yeah. Oh. I'm low on power. It's okay, we can recover. A little bit. Not that much, especially not with that guy getting in the way, but it's okay. I still have... Okay, maybe now it's not okay. Maybe now we need to start panicking, because I have one more booster, but the track is not that close to being over. Oh shit. Wait, don't tell me... No way. No, I'm going too slow. When you're low on power, you slow down too much. But that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just here chilling. Because I know that this challenge, well, the challenge that is just beating the game, you know? Yeah, this thing that I'm doing now, I know that it's gonna be hard with this particular machine. So I'm just taking it easy. Like, I know it might take a while, so we are not going anywhere. We're gonna be doing it slowly. Well, I know that saying something like doing it slowly and calmly might be a little bit weird in an F-Zero game where you're supposed to go extremely fast. But, you know, might as well. There is no need to hurry. I'm just chilling, as people will say, just chilling. I would prefer the word relaxing. Just relaxing. Because if there's one genre of games that I feel at home when playing, is racing games. Whether I play bad or not, it's something that feels so natural to play to. He sucks in X5? I'm pretty sure he not only doesn't suck in X5, but he's very good. Isn't like that the opposite? Like on Mega Man X5, isn't Zero like the best character by a long shot? His Buster is much weaker. Well, but you're not supposed to use the Buster. You're supposed to melee kill everyone. And if I'm not mistaken, the melee damage is disproportionate in that game. Unlike if... nice. Unlike Mega Man X4, where it's more balanced, it doesn't deal an insane amount of damage. It's just more of a fun option all around. Sometimes I commit the crime of over-pronouncing words. I don't know why, but I was about to say option. But that's not a word. Well, not in English, at least. Yeah, I'm afraid there is no option. There is option. It's a different story, different thing. I get it. No way. Oh shit. Damn. Alright. Wasn't expecting that after such a bad performance, but I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, that's a bad signal. Struggling that much is not a good signal. But it's okay. Just take it easy. I mean, keep in mind that if I cannot do it with this one, I will try another one. There is no reason to stuck with something that I might not like. Can try another machine if this one proves to be too much of a challenge to make it work. For now, let's keep trying with this. I believe in this machine. It can at least take one series, I'm sure of it. Even if it's only the Pawn series, I'm pretty sure you can take it. No worries. I believe. Maybe I'm believing a little bit blindly, but it's fine. We are here for the challenge after all. Well, besides, this game has even more spare machines than the original F-Zero. Well, technically has the same amount if you get every extra life you can possibly get. Like, yeah, that will be correct. But yeah. Right now I'm a little bit pressed with the rank. I mean, at least in this lap I should be fine. On the next one though, I need to invent some magic. Some magic will have to happen, because this rank just won't cut it. But it's okay. I have some magic. I have some magic left. Crashing against that mine ironically made me go faster. Well, that tends to happen in a lot of F-Zero games, if not in most of them. Just that obviously doing that damages your machine, which is not a very reliable way of doing things, you know? But yeah, that, I will say that worked well. It worked pretty well. Wait, how many races were there per series? Well, if it's like the original F-Zero, it should be 5. Which will mean that this is the second to last one. Yeah, I can't remember very well what was the case. I think historically every F-Zero game has 5 tracks, right? Per cup. Like, I'm trying to think if that's the issue. I can't remember. Didn't F-Zero Eds have 6 per cup? I don't know. I think that F-Zero She Eds had 5. I'm pretty sure Shippy Legend also has 5. Though some of the ones in Climates, I remember them having 8. But like that, those were like the last one exclusively. And my memory lets you say that it's not working very well right now. It could work better. So this is an issue. I need that 7th place, I'm afraid. Can you get me that 7th place? Yeah, like that, exactly. Good to know. Well, at least so far it seems like the races are rigged for me to not lose. As long as I use the booster, that is. If I don't use the booster, I lose no matter what. It's a pretty interesting development, because I remember in this game a lot of the races, like, going very easily to the lead, maybe losing it in a corner or whatever, but mostly maintaining the lead. And here, as you can see, I was less than half a second away from getting eliminated. So yeah, so it seems that it mostly works out, but yeah, it's not ideal. Like that part is for sure. Like, this machine is not ideal, but I'm still surviving. I'm so used to Mario Kart that I always expect there to be 4 races, not 5, which is weird because then the original Super Mario Kart also have 5. I don't remember. But it's also true that the original Super Mario Kart was kind of like it was kind of born like a casual version of F-Zero, essentially. The original Mario Kart is essentially F-Zero Light, and you know, they kinda, well, they probably recycle a lot of things from F-Zero from a code perspective, or no, I don't know, but they are both Super Nintendo games and they are both under Miyamoto's all-powerful sight. It might be the case. But yeah, at that point it was still probably something closer to F-Zero. It was later that it got its own identity, and not only that, but it clearly got more popular than F-Zero, without a doubt. Okay, at least I recovered some health there. Hey Marcao, how is it going? Just here trying to do some stuff with this very wacky machine. It's proving to be a problem. In fact, I'm gonna try something stupid. Oh, that wasn't stupid at all. Okay. Nice, so you can cut the track like that. It's just that it kinda looks like a leap of faith, because you cannot really tell where you're about to land. It matters not. It still counts. And the CPU doesn't do that, so you can actually gain a lot by doing that. Is this top speed real? The top speed? Well, it's whatever the number at the top right says it is. So it is real if it's up there, yes. 100% real. Uh-oh. Ooh. Can you believe that I actually somehow cleared this series? With such a bad start, though it wasn't just a bad start, everything was bad. Well, when I say start, I mean mostly the second track. This is worse than Forge. It might be. The issue with this machine is that it has very bad it has very bad handling. I pick it because it's the one in this game that is probably the most similar, at least visually, to the Wild Goose, since the Wild Goose is not in this game. But yeah, it is a little bit of an issue. But I mean, at the same time, I kinda need to challenge myself, since I already beat this game twice with very good machines. It was a matter of using a machine that will struggle a little bit more. And I think that they are worse machines than this one, but I think for now at least I'm fine. trying with this one, you know. I just need to not fuck it up, but the strat is simple. I mean, I already had the strat, but I guess now I have more practice. Let's see. Something. This track looks quite similar to the first track of the previous Grand Prix, or did I pick the wrong one? I don't think I picked the wrong one, did I? No, I didn't pick the wrong one. No, this is Bishop series. Reason I thought, well, some corners, especially one of the first corners, looks pretty similar to the first track of Night series. Seems like this is a rough start. I don't know why sometimes it feels so much harder to win than others. At first I thought that there wasn't that big of a rubber banding mechanic, but I really think that if you let the CPU get too far, they will get increasingly further. Just that it's hard to tell in this game, because it doesn't show you who is in first place in the minima. It's something that it does show you in the NES games, the NES Game Boy Advance games. But it's also true that having your opponents crash behind you make you go faster, but depending on how they hit you, they can make you lose a lot of stability. I usually don't like to gamble, but it is better most of the time. See, for example, there, with a hit like that, it was quite counterproductive. Forgot to use the boost there. Sometimes if you are too focused on the track and, you know, whatever opponents might appear and whatnot, and also the obstacles and all of that, sometimes it's very easy to choose. I can't speak. No, it's very easy to not pay attention to things like the boost, that are kinda secondary, except that for a card like this it's not secondary at all. Not the smartest place to use the booster, but I was getting a little bit... Well, the other guy was getting a little bit close. Okay. So can I please get past this ice filter? I will appreciate it. I just wish I could remember what's the last track of this Grand Prix, because that's the one that ended up filtering me. I'm pretty sure I lost at the last track here, not just once, but multiple times, so I gotta remember what track that is. But so far, well, not only I don't remember it, but also I'm not getting there. what a corner from the purple guy. It seems that the lap cars are completely static in when they appear. Because these guys are appearing in the same spot in every single attempt. At least if that's the case, that should mean that there isn't that big of an RNG interference. Because if they always appear at the same time, you can and should anticipate them. Okay, damn. These are some very interesting laps. That was pretty interesting as well. Ironically, that last mine that I hit gave me an interesting speed boost, but it all depends on this final corner. You know, we got it. Even second place, nice. Well, at least the natural filter is out of the way. And I think that the next two tracks were not a big deal. This one was the one with a lot of boosters, I think. A shame that I don't recognize the names, but yeah, this is the one with a lot of boosters. So this one should be free, mostly. Hopefully. But if you have to hope for it, then it's not really free. If you don't mess up, it's perfect for this car. One of the only tracks, if not the only track, with ground boosters the whole way. But I think the one times I get fucked, well no, I got fucked by my own right there. But, you know, I was out to blame the lap cars, but I cannot blame them there. But it's fine. I mean, the good thing is that in a track like this, theoretically the only thing that could stop me is the energy. Or, well, the lack of energy. I don't think I'm gonna be stopped by being overtaken. It's if my power, if it runs out, that's when the issue comes. As long as I can keep running, it should be free. I will need to recover a little bit here. They do have boost. I should have gone right. I mean, I still have some good energy, but I'm gambling with my life here. And I yet again went to the wrong spot. Okay. Easy victory and fast as well. This is probably the best track for this car. I don't remember the fourth one. I don't remember it being hard either. It's the one that's in the air. Oh, this is the one with the shortcut. I mean, this one is not that hard, assuming you can get the shortcut in every lap. But whether you can get the shortcut or not heavily depends on your opponents. If your opponents get in the way, you don't. Well, not to mention that very narrow section is very hard to deal with, because you're most likely gonna get hit a lot and your energy is gonna suffer As you can see by the fact that I'm less than half in terms of energy. It's a track that theoretically should be easy, but it's the opponents that make it hard. It was already a bad start, so I don't expect this attempt to go very far. That's the issue. All of those are the things that can go wrong. Getting hit a lot, being blocked on the ramp, those are all things that make this track painful. I do remember beating it, but I don't remember what came afterwards that filtered me for real. So this one did filter me, well, not yesterday, 2 days ago. One filtered me quite badly. Those were very good corners. It's a shame that in this section nobody gives a shit. I could start using the booster here, because it means that it should be ready for the ramp. And really the ramp is something that will be blocked whether you're using a booster or not, so if you lost a lot of time, it's better to use the booster there in this section. Like when you lose time like that, should use the booster there. Nice. That first place right now doesn't mean anything. And that's why it doesn't mean anything. Was able to get that shortcut. That lap car fucked me up. And this is, I mean, the issue here is not the position, it's the energy. Well, that was something. I didn't want to win it like that, being so close to death, but I'll take it. So what was the last one here? Ultimate Circuit. Yeah, I think I remember. And I think the issue here is just not having a clear strategy. If I can get a clear strategy, it's one of those tracks with very sharp corners, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's the difficulty of the track, nothing more, nothing less. It's quite a big difficulty with a car like this one. So kinda want to always prepare a wide angle for almost every single corner. Otherwise you're gonna be in very deep shit. And that's the issue. Like, that's the reason why I don't have a clear strategy here, because you can use the booster before the finish line. But if you do that, the first corner after the finish line, it's very hard to do super fast. So it's not really the best idea. And this attempt is already on the dumpster. Yeah. It is. But in what other place? Well, you could use the booster here though. Here using the booster is the same as going normally, since I... No, actually, it might not be a bad idea to use the booster there, because you will have it for this section and then you probably are gonna run out of it. Okay, I can try that. I mean, I have some attempts, so might as well try different stuff and see what works. So yeah, it's a hard track no matter what. I mean, it's a hard track with other cars too. It's just that with other cars you can at least do most of these corners without crashing, as long as you are not boosting, that is. Already in the first lap, you lose so much energy. Not a bad corner at all. But I forgot to use the booster there. We'll use it here then. That was a good bounce, actually. If I could do that in every lap, I could win. Yeah, that's what I need. A little bit worried about the last lap though. So maybe that's the time that I can use the booster earlier. And that was a perfect corner, holy shit. I got it. Huh. Well, there you go. I guess I was right then that the Bishop League is probably the second easiest after the first one, the Pawn one. But damn, that's another one out of the way. That's pretty cool. That last track is very hard with this thing. I mean, this is a bad car no matter what, but it's that specific track, the one that is made specifically not for this car, because you will need to bounce on the walls. You cannot race perfectly on that. Well, the only way to race perfectly is by not using boost, but not using boost means that you will lose. So, not a bright idea. So yeah, you gotta do it like this. You gotta bounce around like a pinball. More importantly, time the boost so after the bounce you fully accelerate with the boost acceleration. Not easy. In fact, I almost lost there. Like the second place overtook pretty quickly, and I was lucky that there wasn't the guy behind me, that it wasn't very close to me. So I'll need to come up with a different strat for the last track and see how that goes. I missed the ground booster. Guess it's hard to dodge the ramp and hit the ground booster at the same time. They are pretty close to each other after all. I think here I didn't even bother using the boost. Oh yeah, I used the boost here, so I could go through that without worrying about the ramps. Yeah, I remember that. But it has the disadvantage that you're gonna end up going very fast on that sharp corner at the end. Maybe you could start using it from here instead, so you can go a little bit slower on that corner. I don't think you're gonna go slower there though. Well, yeah, slow enough at least to make the corner. It does take some effort to make that corner properly at that speed though. Not completely free, I will say. It takes some effort, but it's quite doable. Probably use that one a little bit too early. Nice. And the podium all very close together. Really seems that when your car is especially slow on normal speed, the AI gets particularly pissed off about it. The AI doesn't like it. Something that I do remember about this track is that the first lap is rough, since you don't have any boost to use. Pretty easy to just get pushed around like trash. Well, and it's a problem until you get to the second half of the second lap. This is when you can start using the boost and do some interesting stuff. And by interesting stuff I mean competing with the other ones. What a crazy idea. I guess with a car like this one it is a crazy idea indeed. If I'm high on energy, I probably shouldn't bother too much with the that was close. Shouldn't bother too much by going to the pit lane. Like for example, here I'm almost full energy. There is no reason to go to the pit lane. You ain't got a boost at the end with that mine. Alright. That went well too. Pretty nicely. Well, this is the other one that could give me trouble, but the real issue is the last track. So it will be nice if this one doesn't take any attempt away from me. Already with a bad start. Kinda forgot the path. Because here you gotta remember a path if you don't want to hit any of those traps like I just did. I guess I didn't remember correctly. Are you for real now? I did this so well 2 days ago and now I cannot go a single lap without hitting a trap. Come on, bro. It shouldn't be hard to remember their location. I mean, it isn't. That's dangerous. Alright, nice. And even with 2 boosts to spare. Yeah, I guess even with that many traps hit, I still went mostly unbothered by that. Alright. Well, this one could be complicated, but it's also about not hitting the traps. Just that the traps here are not those tornadoes, they are mines. They deal damage as soon as you hit them. It can give you a nice boost, but it can also give you a nice boost to the other world. That's not the kind of boost that I'm looking for. But that guy hit the mine for me. What a gentleman. Okay, that was lucky that I didn't receive even more damage from that. Would have gotten ugly very quickly. This is getting ugly quickly. My energy is relatively low. If I keep stepping on that shit, it's gonna go lower. So the corner came a lot later, you know, this is pretty much lost. You can see with this low energy, not even the boost can take you very far. It's a shame that I have to spend an attempt here, but not like I did it because I felt like it, you know. It just happened. Okay. Pretty nice to see the leader eating every single mine that possibly gets in the way. Well, all of them in general are just eating every mine. What the hell? What kind of hit even is that? It's like that one was made on purpose. Maybe it was made on purpose. Going over the damaged ground doesn't seem that bad at first, but it quickly drains your energy. But it does it slowly. It's not like it does it quickly, but by the time you least expect it, you are very low on power. Well, here I'm very low on power for a different reason. I use the boost here though. Probably a bad idea. No, I wouldn't say so. Shame that I cannot take first place, but I'll take it regardless. But you know, the real challenge starts here. On this one. Considering all the strategies that I tried 2 days ago that I didn't work, they didn't work, I think the best strategy I can go for is using the boost after the conveyor belt, and that's it. So I tried every other strategy, even a shortcut with that ramp, and those are ideas that are just not very good at the end of the day. They are not very good mostly because the conveyor is such a shit part. Well, as you can see, in that conveyor section already lost so much health. If I were to use this here, I mean, it's still, that's the issue, it's such a narrow path that you can go fast as long as you somehow manage to not hit anyone on the way. That's just very hard to... I guess it's better than nothing, but it's that it's not gonna work. Well, that's an interesting... Oh, I got ranked out. Nice. Hey, Wasabi, how is it going? Nobody's exploding here except for you. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in this game, in maximum velocity, the other competitors cannot die. Well, not to mention that, as I also say, this is the worst machine in the game, and one of the reasons is because it has one of the worst health bars in the game. So that doesn't help, but yeah, I think that in this game the opponents cannot die. Like, they introduced that mechanic in Shippy Legend. Well, theoretically they introduced it in F-Zero Edge, but yeah, the point is that yeah, the only way to kill them is by playing another game. It would be nice if they could blow up, because especially in a track like this where you're gonna hit absolutely everything, you want them to blow up, yes. So they hit also absolutely everything. They are not immune to hitting stuff, they are just immune to dying to it. So, will I use this ramp here? I think actually that shortcut is possible, it's just very tight if you use the booster on this conveyor area. That was bad. I mean, it would be ideal that I didn't need to take the pit lane, but it's not something that depends. Ooh, that was very close, but yeah. I don't think that's that worth it. You had to get in the way. What a dipshit. Still a good attempt though. Being on the podium on the last lap is very good, but we will see what happens here. And I got it. There you go. Nice. Well, that's the Queen series. So the strategy of using the boost on the conveyor was the right strategy. Well, the issue now is that I still haven't beaten the Night series. Can you believe that the Night series is gonna be the hardest one? The second series? I mean, in fact, the Queen series here, it's only hard because of that last track. The third one is also kind of annoying, but I feel like the third one is a matter of memorization for a car like this, simply because of the boosters. If it was another car, I think that ironically the third one will be harder. Like, any track that has ground boosters is perfect for this car, because it's the only thing that it does decently, which is having good boost retain. Well, good retain of the boost and good boost top speed. That's what the only thing this car does well. But yeah, aside from that, it's the last one that is the real challenge. So, well, At least there is that. But I'm talking about difficulty. Yeah, Steel Edge, that's the one I was thinking. Permanent Sending. Well, yeah, and there is also I Wanna Be the Phantom ending, yes, and there is also Domu ending, yeah, that's true. But those don't count. Well, there was also an avoidance in the middle of a fun game that... Wasn't it Phantom 2? Or maybe it wasn't. No, I think it was another one. It was an avoidance that had that Idol Master song, Kirame Kirari. That one. What game was that? And that was a full-length avoidance. Metamorphosis? Wait, was it Metamorphosis? Wasn't it a shorter game? Because Metamorphosis, I remember it having like a Miku avoidance. I don't remember it having the Idol Master one, but maybe you're right. Maybe it did have it. But yeah, I thought it was a shorter game, because Idol like the game that I'm thinking of, yeah, Heaven Trap. It most likely was Heaven Trap, yeah. Yeah, it probably was that one. But yeah, I guess that one counts too, since it was pretty much a full-length avoidance in the middle of the game, just out of nowhere, because it just felt like it. Wow, nice mine. Avoidance is avoidance, well, yeah. But usually an avoidance made for an adventure game tends to be easier than an avoidance made as an avoidance. Like the only thing is the avoidance, right? It usually tends to be different. At least in my experience. So, I mean, in an adventure fun game, an avoidance is one more challenge out of the many it has. Usually doesn't take an obscene amount of time. Usually. Usually it doesn't. Oh, wow, nice, okay. Boom. Even second place. But yeah. It's the one with... That avoidance is the one with Yayoi. Forgot her name. Or maybe Yayoi. No, but Yayoi is a last name, right? Well, whatever her name was. I mean, the only Yayoi that comes to my mind is Tsubaki from Blaze Blue. The only Yayoi that matters. Tim. Now that was an interesting start, I gotta say. Will you look at that? 25% on the first 10 seconds. Isn't that a little bit too messed up? It's just as a question, you know, maybe I'm the one that is being too picky here, but I feel like that might have been a little messed up. Mr. Game. A feeling that you probably should take a chill pill. Probably. You know. Oh, Yayoi is the first name. Interesting. And her last name is Takatsuki. Well, it's interesting because in the Blaze Blue one it's the opposite. Tsubaki is the name and Yayoi is the last name. But I think Yayoi... Well, I don't remember what it meant, but I think it was something related to the moon or whatever. I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. I'm getting fucked already. Well, at least that's better than 25%. It's 50 something. But yeah, it is objectively better. Not much less fucked up, it's still fucked up. Wow, and that was an attack. Like, that's an act of terrorism, dude. I know that this is F-Zero and anything goes. But like, come on, dude. What a bitch. Next time you're gonna throw a missile like we were playing Wipeout. We are not too far from Wipeout in the way the game works. But the only thing we are lacking is some Wipeout missiles. And we have the whole menu. Just a couple of good old missiles. Make the competition spicier. So Mr. First Place is not in first place. That's interesting. No. Ooh, okay, I survived. You got in the way. Alright. Nice. This is a very good situation, but it can still end in a defeat. Know that this thing can very quickly change. Especially with these assholes. Not bad, at least I was able to get through this shit. I forgot a lot of details about the F-Zero universe. Wasn't there something in the plot involving the ocean? Well, there is a track called Big Blue that takes place in an ocean planet. I think that that's as far as the ocean goes in the plot. Then again, I didn't watch the F-Zero anime. But in the original F-Zero, the only thing that I remember involved with the ocean is that Big Blue being an ocean planet. Which is cool. Right, so this third track is almost as hard as the previous two. It's just that you get slightly less fuck here. Like, you get less hit. So your chances of dying are lower, but it's not that easy to win by position here. But I say win by position as if there was any other way to win, right? But yeah, it's not very easy to do that. The track has some... Well, the layout is not really the issue, it's just that there aren't that many places where you can gain that much of an advantage. But all things considered, it could be worse. Well, it could be worse, especially compared to the previous track. Get out of the way. Nice. Not nice. Damn it, who put that mine there? Fuck. That's a shame because it was such a good lap. Well, at least it's not a problem in terms of energy though. I'm fine in terms of energy, but yeah, I'm not big, well, the third place is there, so it will be worse, clearly. But what the hell? The Falcon got fucked there for whatever reason. He was riding the wall like the wall, I don't know, was the last thing he will see. Alright. Final lap. ice hit, bitch. Huh. The Falcon is doing some weird stuff, I gotta say. It seems that one thing that helps you a lot is the AI during that section that for some reason drops its intelligence levels to 0. You can also win by killing... Yeah, not in this game. I don't know if other No, it's not in this game. I don't think other difficulties allow you to kill them. Well, at least for what I understand. Okay. So, this track should be free. Problem is that the first lap is the hardest one. It's the only one that you have to do miracles to stay afloat, since everyone is gonna go very fast and you won't. Alright. That more or less worked though. Okay, that went well, and then here the only thing to do when you now have the booster is shortcutting the last corner, which is not hard to do, but the problem is there is ice before that, which can fuck you up a little bit, but we will see. So it wasn't the ice that was the problem there, it was actually the distance. I wasn't expecting to die like that. It happens, I guess, but then that's a way to throw a life to the trash. Maybe I shouldn't hold down when I do that jump, because you are definitely gonna make the jump in terms of distance. You don't have to worry about falling earlier. You have to worry about falling later. But yeah, that's the strat, and that cut makes this track free. But yeah, that is if you make it and you don't die like I did there. Because if you die, it's not very free. Oh, that's bad. But thankfully the normal jump is still doable even when you're going extremely slow. But yeah, that's not a good idea. You don't want to do that. Now this is a very bad position, but it shouldn't matter as long as I can execute the shortcut. The position is the least of your worries. Team, I cannot get this turn again. Why not? What am I missing here? That's crazy. I remember when I played this in training, I not only got the shortcut properly, I also did it in every single lap. So I'm not sure why I'm failing now. I'm boosting too late? No, I don't think that's the issue, because the thing about boosting is that once you start boosting, the speed remains constant. So you don't go faster at the beginning of the boost, you go at the same speed throughout the whole boost pretty much. So that wouldn't be a thing. And if I boost earlier, the issue with that is that I will have to boost through the snow, and that's very hard to handle. But the problem there is my aim, not when I use the boost. Like, the timing of the boost is not a problem. It's the timing of something else. I'm not sure what though. Maybe the timing on the turn. Hey, I'm just not doing it. Well, maybe I should... I mean, I thought this was gonna be a lot more free because I practice it. It's not that I'm making it up. I practiced that shortcut and I did it every single time. Yeah, I'm not sure what's failing. Well, I guess considering I have no lives remaining, I need to not use the shortcut. Problem is that this track without the shortcut is not easy. Well, it's easy without this piece of shit car, that is. That's the wrong place, mister. God damn. The dream might be dead. And I thought this was gonna be the run. But no, it might still be the run. Just that first try in the next track seems rough. I don't think it's gonna be impossible, but it won't be pretty. Wait, I'm not gonna use the shortcut. It's decided. And I'm gonna use the boost here normally. Let's see how that goes. Using the boost there is only an issue because of that corner. Oh, and this one too. Okay, sure, but it's not that big of a deal. The problem is this guy's getting in the way. Though that's always a problem. That shover died. But as you can see, the shovers can die. The guys that actually compete for position don't seem to be able to, though. I'm misaiming this thing because this guy should get in the way. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I might be there. I have the slight feeling. Well, that was a miracle. Team. Well, I had a little bit more power. It's just that the game keeps counting your power after you go through the finish line, but that was a one in a well, not in a million, 1 in 1,000, I would say. All right, so the strategy here is don't take the champ the first lap, which means go left on the split path. And then in every other lap, you do take the champ, which means going right, and then you use the boost before the dirt. That's the strategy. Nothing more, nothing less. I skipped the boost for some reason. Okay. The first lap went well. First lap actually went well. So we're gonna go right. We're gonna do the champ, and then we're gonna use the boost. Let's see how that goes. Definitely a pretty good thing that I practiced this today. Well, it probably wouldn't have made that much of a difference. It would have just made the first lap a lot slower. But aside from that, it wouldn't have been radically different. And this guy's taking the slower path and somehow being faster. Pretty cool. Okay, this is looking good. works. Final lap. Come on, the dream is not dead. The dream is alive. And then finishing with a victory. Got it. Well, that's it. That's how you do it. Man, I can't believe that this took such an insane amount of time to do. Like, I can guarantee you this game is not that hard. This game is not that hard at all. It's just that this one car is a piece of garbage. This is one of the worst, if not the worst, machine in the game. Only tied with that one that has like 90 body strength. It's so bad. And it makes a Grand Prix like this one, the Night Series, something that shouldn't be harder than the Queen Series. It makes it hard enough. I mean, it was the hardest one. I had to do it last. So yeah. The moral of the story here is do not pick the Fighting Comet. Do not do it. It's a bad idea. Don't bother with that. Greatest game of pinball I ever seen. Yeah, I agree. But you know, I want to see, well, not like I want to see the credits, but I want to see who is the driver that is cursed with this piece of shit machine. Because at the end of the credits you get an image of whoever is the driver, you know? Well, I mean, you don't really recognize them because I don't think none of these are regular F-Zero characters. In fact, if you pick the Falcon, the guy that appears is not Captain Falcon, it's some random ass guy. But I'm just curious to see who is here. Who was the bastard that was unfortunate enough to have this piece of shit machine as its signature machine? I wonder if it comes back in the Nets games, because the Nets games have some characters that you really wonder where they came from. They mostly came from the F-Zero anime though, especially the ones in the Shippy Legend is based on the anime, and Climax also has pictures of the anime. But yeah, maybe these ones are also from there, I don't know. I just want to see who it is. Who am I gonna need to blame? Well, I could blame the developers that you're seeing now, that will be easier. But you will have to blame the one that specifically made the Fighting Comet so bad. Because everyone else did a good job, but the Fighting Comet, bro, it's fighting for its life, that's what it's fighting for. But yeah, at least we got it, so let's see, come on, stop with the special things, damn it. Special things are always such a tease. You think the credits are gonna end, but they just keep going. They are there just to make fun of you. And there is also the Super Mario Club. But Mario wasn't even a guest character, or maybe he is. You still have unlockable machines that I haven't unlocked. Maybe one of these is like one of Mario Kart cars. It could be. But no, I think for what I remember reading in guides, it's not. Mr. Mario. Not any Mario, it's Super Mario. We also have the guys that did the localization, but these guys are not a problem. None of these guys were at fault for the Fighting Comet being so shit. I do wonder what's the original name of the Fighting Comet though. Considering the typography, I will assume that they are called the same in Japan, in the Japanese version, since the name of the machines they are pretty much like an image, not really something that is typed on the screen. So who is it? Wait, don't. Oh, alright. Well, that wasn't a bad idea to wait. Who is that supposed to be? Shoddy Summer's daughter or what? Damn. Can't believe this poor girl got cursed with the Fighting Comet. Sucks to be her.